So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about online dating. I know there's been 100,000 videos on this already, but I kind of want to give my thoughts on it. So if you're a guy nowadays, you want to have as many possible opportunities to date as you can, which means approaching in real life, of course, meeting women through friends, and then using dating apps. There's anything you can do, you want to be on it. So I made a Hinge a few days ago, and a couple of days went by. I didn't get a like, and I kept sending my likes because I was like, "Hey, man, maybe one of them will connect." And I know guys are gonna be able to relate. You just hope you get a match, and maybe something will come from it. And then I ended up getting a girl sent me a message, so she responded to my prompt, and it was, "I know the best spot in town for sushi," and she's like, "Where at?" Or like, "When are we going?" or something like that. And I looked at her profile, and I'm not claiming I'm the best looking dude, but I expect the person liking me to at least, at the very least, to just be like active, be in shape. It says on my profile, green flags I look for a healthy lifestyle and good relationship with family. I didn't put God or anything like that because I mean, let's not make this religion because I'm not. Let's just get past that. But basically, yeah, I didn't like the person back, and it kind of had me thinking of. And I mentioned this in my last video. What do you do? I mean, if you meet a girl in real life, like if you go out and you meet someone, more than likely they've given their number out to people that night. More than likely they're talking to people, and you kind of just get thrown into a folder with all the other guys, and there's just so much competition. I mean, again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I think I deserve at least a couple of likes. I like what? Like my profile is actually not bad at all. Like I touched it up pretty good. I got a picture of me in a nice dress shirt. I got a picture with a dog. I got a picture with one of my friends that he uses on his as well, and I got hobbies that I'm doing, and my height 6'2", my job, which I don't know if women really care about what you do for work in the sense of a dating app. I mean, if you're a pilot, I'm sure you'll get more likes, but I don't really think it matters all that much. And I do have YouTuber in it, which is pretty cool. And my speaking of YouTube, I mean, thank you guys so much for the support on the last video. I didn't think I'd ever get 4,000 views in a video. It's surreal. My Nick's channel as well, 8,000 views last video. So we're cooking, man. These smaller channels are absolutely cooking. But you know what I'm not cooking at is dating apps. And I was on Tinder. What's today? Monday. I was on Tinder last week, and I matched with this really pretty girl, and I honestly couldn't believe I matched with her. And we were talking, and I was like, I genuinely don't know what to say that like not every single other guy has said. And she's like, "Oh, well, just be bold." And I was like, "All right, well, just skip the small talk and go on a date." And then she's like, "Oh, all right, well, where are we going?" And I was like, "Sushi." And she unmatched me. And I was like, God, I was like, dang. I was like, what the heck? Bro, I mean, you say like one wrong thing and you're just dropped because they have so many people coming after them. Like I said in my last video, the more attractive girl, the more people that want that girl. And I mean, a guy like me who's pretty average and pretty basic, I mean, if you're not kind of coming up with something crazy, I mean, you don't even have a chance. I was watching a YouTube video earlier from a guy that I know. He's a big time creator. He's got, shoot, man, over 1 million on YouTube, and I met him cumulative, not on one channel, but I met him a couple of months ago. He's a really cool dude. Shout out to him. But he was talking about how he used to simp and he paid a girl's rent and things like that. I'm not gonna get into his life story. He's a really awesome guy, but he made a video on it saying he used to be a simp, and the easiest way, honestly, to get women if you're like again just like a normal dude is actually to be a simp, but they don't like you for you. And that's when it becomes to the point where it's like you'd rather just get nothing than that. See, a lot of guys who make money who are like overweight, I'm sure you can think of some or you've met one. They just kind of spend their money. They have these yacht, 80-foot yacht in Miami, and they're getting girls, but it's like the girls don't really care about them, and the guys don't care because they're like, well, I'm using them, and they're using me. It's like that. I don't want that. I'm sure you guys don't want that, and that's what it kind of feels like to this point. And you have to understand that like most women nowadays with how dating is, they're all going for the same guys. They're competing for them, and they'd rather share those guys than kind of be with just like a normal dude. And I was watching this video, I think it was on Twitter, and it was just this one guy. He just had two girls, and he was just like kissing both of them. And I'm like, bro, there's two girls for this one guy. Like, imagine if the world wasn't like that. It was like a girl was with a guy. like we'd all technically have someone. I don't know mathematically if that checks out, but there's like 9 billion people on the planet. Obviously, there's elderly, there's kids and things like that. So it's like it wouldn't fully work out that way. But wouldn't it be awesome if the world was like everyone? There's someone out there for everyone, but there's just not. Like some people are gonna die alone. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not far off. I'm at the point where it's like I don't think I'm gonna die alone, but if I do die alone, yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at, right? If that makes sense. Now I do have a plan because again, it's one thing to sit up here and to complain about dating. If you don't take action, then like what the hell are you doing, right? So first of all, the money situation. My channels have been doing well. I actually signed a brand deal with a company that I can't disclose that is paying me the most money that I've ever gotten. So that's awesome. So I'm making more money. I've been taking care of my health for a good amount now, meal prepping and things like that. I definitely need to lift weights. I mean, you can kind of, if you just look at me, like I'm skinny, so I need to put on muscle because especially when summer comes up, it's like I'm moving to a city from a small town, so like I want to be able to take my shirt off and like what I see, right? I mean, right now I don't hate what I see, but it's like, of course, it's just kind of a me thing. It's like the confidence, things like that. But the biggest thing is just where you live, man. I mean, you got to give yourself a chance. And I'm not saying to move to Miami or something crazy, but like basically Texas, I think is the best place. It's so diverse. It's cheap. I don't like the weather in Texas. It kind of sucks if I'm being honest. It will rain and then it stops raining and it's humid and you get used to it. You definitely get used to it. But I just had so many opportunities. Like I feel like a ghost where I live now. But when I was in Texas, I was constantly in social groups and they were introducing me to girls. And I'd even like go out and like a girl would introduce me to another girl that I just met that night. And that happened a pretty good amount. Like I'd actually get approached by girls because I feel like over there they don't really care, but they're more shy. Like the East Coast, like the Northeast is just people, they're just not like that, if I'm being honest. Like they're more friendly and outgoing out west. And not like I've been everywhere, right? Of course I want to visit all 50 states, all 52 states. No, I'm kidding, but I haven't gotten to that point. That's going to cost money for sure, getting an RV or something like that. But yeah, I'm just at a point where I don't expect anything to happen. And that's actually the best thing you can do with your life is, hey, look, if something happens, cool. If something doesn't, then that's also cool. You can't just be expecting this and that. You don't go on Hinge and be like, all right, like I expected to get some likes. I got one like, and it was a girl that I'm not gonna show her because that just wouldn't make any sense, right? I'm not gonna put her down to kind of prove my point. Beauty is subjective at the end of the day. Like there's women who will watch this video and who will think I'm attractive. And believe me, I've gotten messages from girls from this channel. I know I'm a new channel, but I've been doing this channel for years. I had this one girl who was like obsessed with me. She was like willing to move and everything to like be with me, and I was like, that can't be healthy. Those are the types of girls that literally you want to be with. Like I know that sounds dumb. Like those are the girls that will never cheat on you and that will actually love you. I've been with a girl like that was like obsessed with me, but it like physically not really my type. Maybe I'm greedy because I do want a girl that's attractive and like I'd like to think I'm above average, but I don't get above average results. One of my biggest critics is some dude made a video bashing me, and the one logical thing he said is like, you're not above average if you don't get above average results. It would be like playing basketball and saying I'm an above average shooter, but your analytics, your true shooting percentage is below average. That doesn't make sense, right? So yes, I need to back up the results. Now, I have dated and been with some pretty girls, but consistency has been my biggest issue. Like I'll have a month where and again, it's just I'll have like 5 months that will go by and it's like nothing happens, and then I'll have a month where it's like I'll be talking to 4 different girls, but like again, nothing ever comes from it anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But when I lived in Texas, I mean, I did pretty well. I got dates. I had these 2 girls came over my apartment like every single weekend and just spent the weekend with me. That was pretty cool. Got my first relationship this last year, leading into this year, and that ended. I don't know, man. It's 11:36 p.m. I'm not gonna get into everything, but basically, I don't even know, bro. Hopefully, this video made sense. I rewatched my last video, and I thought it was pretty good, and I think the results kind of back that up. But in this one, it's just basically about how difficult dating is. But hey, man, there's nothing you can do about it. Like people are gonna go in the comments and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you do this. It's on you." Like, of course, not everything is women's fault. But the way dating is like even average guys who work normal jobs who are they're just good people, but there's not someone for them because they're gonna think like they're settling if they go with you. And like I said in my last video, and it hurts to say this, but there hasn't been a single girl in my life that I liked that liked me back. And yes, I had a girlfriend, but I'm talking about the girls that I really wanted, and I'm not talking about like models and things like that. Like I'm talking about like literally six, sevens. No, stop, cringe. But no, like yeah, girls that were like again, like I would say like 6, 7 out of 10 is I can't say that with a straight face, but that's probably the range I'm looking for. But like, man, there was this one girl that I cold approached, and I got to know her pretty well, and we hung out all the time, and she ended up she had the info of a superstar NFL receiver. I'm not gonna say his name, but you guys, if you know anything about football, like even remotely anything, like you would know who he is. And she had his info, and then they hooked up. And it's like that's my competition is a guy lining up as an outside superstar receiver that has multiple NFL records. Like, dude, how? How? And the girl she wasn't even that attractive. Like, to be honest, she's a tall blonde girl, but it wasn't anything crazy. It's just like, bro, like like I say that all the time. I'm like, I'm competing with NBA and NFL players, and people are like, you're bullshit. No, I'm not. I literally saw his contact. I'm like, bro, what the, like, man, like, what the, bro?